Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're trying out some brand new stuff from freeze-dried Wholesalers. Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to try out some of this food here. We're going to actually cook a little bit of it and give it a try. But I wanted to let you know a little bit about the company because I had no idea they existed until a few weeks ago. I stumbled across their website, which is freezedriedwholesalers.com, and found a ton of different freeze-dried items and food. And they don't just have meats and rice and that kind of stuff. They have everything from desserts to organic stuff to veggies to fruit. There's just so much there, it's unbelievable. But we're going to start out with a sampler here of some of the things I picked out. Today we're going to try out those freeze-dried hamburger patties. You'll notice they say uncooked on them. Let me bring it up close to you. You can get these cooked or uncooked. That's up to you, however you want. And we're going to try out the freeze-dried chicken breast uncooked, okay? And we're going to try them out. These are good for 25 years in this packaging here. So you're pretty well set with that. They are just as good as putting it in a tin can. As long as the packaging stays good together, these are good for a very, very long time. So a little bit about freeze-dried Wholesalers. They're a wholly owned subsidiary of Colorado Prime Farms. Colorado Prime Farms is a U.S. government military defense contractor. They make the food for MREs and other stuff, and freeze-dried stuff. For the first time, freeze-dried Wholesalers is able to make their own full line of U.S. farmed, locally sourced, bulk-packed freeze-dried foods, and it's available to us, the general public. Now, these are designed for long-term storage, and like I said before, they will last a very, very long time in their packaging. But they're also affordable for everyday use. Most of these bags run anywhere from $25 to $37. There are some outliers like the freeze-dried prime rib, which is $60 a bag. But you're not going to be buying a ton of that stuff. That would be just for kind of a treat. Now, what you're going to find on their site is a selection of freeze-dried foods that not many have able to be matched in the industry. 75% of their products are not even available anywhere else but through them. So you don't have to pay retail anymore for single serving or small pack freeze-dried foods or Mountain House type stuff that's just single serving. You can get a whole pack of stuff and pay less by the bulk packaging. This also allows you to open and remove what you want for one meal, trip, outing, or emergency, and then seal the rest of the pack up for future use. So most of these, like I told you before, in unopened containers have years and years and decades of shelf life in them. As long as the package isn't compromised, you're good to go. So you got minimally processed foods designed for long-term storage, and they're affordable enough for everyday use if you see you like them. So like I said, they have everything from filet mignon to meatballs, ham, rice, as over here, powdered milk, veggies, fruit. They have desserts. I was amazed. They have like pound cake and brownie bites and all that other stuff. So the best part is that this stuff is freeze-dried, okay? Freeze-dried possesses a superior quality compared with other dehydrating methods. The high quality is due to basically the absence of a liquid phase. So these things are freeze-dried at their peak and put away. And I like the fact that you can get them cooked or uncooked as well. That's kind of neat too. So like I said, we're going to try 2 of these out, and don't worry, there'll be more videos of this stuff. We're actually going to make an entire meal using this stuff. I'm going to order some veggies and some other stuff. But for now, we're going to try out the bulk proteins that they have. And we're going to try out the burgers and the chicken. Now, to rehydrate them is fairly simple. The instructions are right on the back. Let's take a look at the chicken because I've already looked at the burger. To rehydrate, remove oxygen absorber and desiccant. Throw it out. Cover the desired amount of chicken breast with cold water. Let stand until rehydrated. Now, they don't give you time, but you can kind of tell when it's dehydrated. Drain excess liquid and prepare like you would any other boneless, skinless chicken breast. So, that's it. So let me get everything out of the way here, and we will get the chicken and the burger rehydrating, and then we'll cook them up and see how they taste. All right, so I've already opened the package. Fairly simple what we're going to do here. We're going to take I want a good full-size chicken breast here. There we go. We're going to take that, and we're just going to put it in the water and let it rehydrate. And I don't know how long it'll take, but we'll find out. And we're going to take one of these burgers and put it in the water and let it rehydrate. And I'm going to kind of watch the time over here. I don't have a timer on, but it is 9:16 in the morning, so we'll let you know how it is when we come back. While we're waiting for these to hydrate, I wanted to show you some of the other stuff that came along here. This is freeze-dried chicken patties with duck fat, okay? We have some freeze-dried chicken. This is fully cooked chicken. This is just chunks pulled chicken, you know. You could put that into a dish of some kind. We have the freeze-dried chicken tenders, and these are also uncooked. And along with that, some organic red quinoa. This stuff's really good, by the way, if you've ever had it. Couscous. I love couscous. If you've never had couscous, try it out. It sounds weird, but it's really, really good stuff. It's basically kind of like a grain, but when you rehydrate it, it's almost like a little cake. The places I worked in when I worked in the restaurant business used to make cakes out of this and fry them on either side, or you could just make it in a bowl and eat it. We have the freeze-dried long grain white rice and freeze-dried long grain brown rice. Now the brown rice is cool because if you like brown rice, you know that it doesn't store very well. It will go rancid on you, it will go bad on you because it has a little more moisture than the white rice. So having it freeze-dried and a 25-year shelf life, that's really, really cool. So let's look at some of the stuff that we're going to be testing in the future. I'm going to do more videos on this definitely, but for now, I wanted to test out these two proteins and see how they taste. So they're coming along pretty good. I got them sitting in cold water. They mentioned to keep it cold. I'm feeling the chicken's starting to get soft now. The burger, on the other hand, is still firm. So we'll give them a few more minutes and let you know how it goes. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. Everything seems to be rehydrated. We're going to start with the chicken first because the chicken breast seems to be fully rehydrated. I'm going to let that rinse off a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to put a little olive oil in my pan here. And I'm going to season the chicken. I already primed my stove there. I love that little stove, so that's going to be what we cook on today. This little Coleman Peak 1 gas stove. Just going to put a little olive oil in there and light up the stove, and we'll try it out. Always light the match first with this thing because it goes. And when it goes, it's ready. I'm going to leave that to the side there. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. Perfect size pan for that, by the way. And we're going to put the chicken on. A little olive oil under it. Put a little salt and pepper on it. There you go. A little bit of garlic, and when I flip it, I'll do the other side. And a little bit of onion powder. If you've never seen these, sorry about that. If you've never seen these are my little Pez dispensers. Not Pez dispensers, the Tic Tac dispensers. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Okay? So we'll just have to keep an eye on it then. I'm going to flip it over. And we'll try this side. Do a little more of the seasoning on it. Give it a shot. See what you like. A little salt and pepper. There we go. And I got the garlic on it already. So we're going to come back when that's ready to go, and I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll taste it and try it out. Finally got the thing to a simmer. I just didn't have it on long enough, and it's really cold out here. We have snow on the ground out here in the desert right now, so finally got it to a simmer, and it's moving right along there nicely. So, as you can tell, starting to cook up nicely. So we're going to give it a few more minutes. I don't want to eat raw chicken. I'm going to get a plate out here, and we're going to test it out. All right, so we're going to take it off the fire now and see how well we did. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. I did kind of cut it in half there to make sure it was fully cooked. This pan does not like the top of this stove. Don't know why. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Move that out of the way. I think I'm going to use a different pan for the next for the burger because that pan does not like the top of that stove. So here you go. That's what it looks like inside. I'm going to take a bite. And yeah, you would absolutely have no clue that that was freeze-dried chicken. Yeah, absolutely no clue that it's freeze-dried. It tastes just like chicken. Tastes really good. It's nice and tender. You can see what it looks like. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That is really, really good. So, let me clean up my mess, and we'll move on to the hamburger. And I'm going to change pans, too, because that pan doesn't seem to like the top of that stove. All right, so I got a little more stable pan. This is my Lixada titanium pan, and it does seem to stay on there a little more stable. I don't generally use kitchen pans on my cooking stuff out here, and that's why that thing was just swirling around crazy. So this is fully hydrated. This is the hamburger patty. I just dumped the water out and let it sit there. We're going to try that out now. I'll light up the stove again, and it's been sitting for about 5 minutes, so it might be cold again, but we'll give it a try. I think it still should have enough left over in there. There you go. Alright, so that will need to prime for a minute. But what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to put my olive oil in the bottom of the pan. There we go. And I'm going to break the rules and use my fingers to swirl it around. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to put salt and pepper on the burger because I don't want much else on it. And we will try it out. Just going to stick it in here. A little salt and pepper. There we go. And once I flip it, we'll put a little more salt and pepper on the other side. And we'll give it a shot. So I'll bring you back in a few minutes when we flip it over, and we'll see how it's going. Alright, so I just flipped it probably a little early, but that's okay. I wanted to put some salt and pepper on this side too. And there we go. I got it going in a nice low simmer. When this peak one gets going, it really can simmer really, really nice and low, you see. So that's kind of cool. And so far, I'm really impressed with the food. You know, I've tried a lot of different freeze-dried stuff over the years, but I've never been able to find entire hamburgers freeze-dried. That's kind of cool. Entire chicken breast. It's always chopped up, chunked up stuff. So this is kind of a nice option. It gives you a little choice of what you may want. And I'll flip it over a few more times back and forth just so one side doesn't get too burned. And then we'll try this out on another plate and see how we like it. Alright, so we're all done. Definitely done on that burger. Looks awesome. Let me flip it over here, put it on the plate. Get that, move this out of the way. Put it over there so I don't spill anything. And try out the burger. Put it in camera there so you can see it. Give it a try. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah. And that tastes just like hamburger. Yep. So, you know, I'm pretty impressed with this stuff. I mean, to be able to have hamburger patties that you can put away for 25 years, you know, I don't know, I'm going to ask on the shelf life once it's been opened and resealed, but I'm sure it's at least good for a year. Most freeze-dried food is good for a year after you open it, as long as it's kept in decent conditions. So I think the next video is going to be, I'm going to take food from my storeroom, as well as this stuff, and maybe make something using some tomato sauce, chicken maybe, put some pasta together, you know, or use the quinoa or rice. We're definitely going to make a full meal next time, but I just wanted to introduce you to the brand, and that's Freeze-Dried Wholesalers. I will put their link down below. It's just a direct link to their website. So I think for folks that are looking to stock up, this is an awesome other option. You know, there's so many options out there, and I like giving you, you know, I sell different types of freeze-dried food, but my goal is to get people prepared and give them options no matter what they buy. I would rather, if you prefer this to Thrive or something, that you get this. That's my goal with this stuff, and I like bringing you options and bringing you new stuff. And especially right now when things are kind of weird in the world and everybody's a little concerned, having some extra food, especially in freeze-dried form, is a really, really good idea. Now, from the looks of their site, they're very well stocked right now. They do have a notice up on the top that says some products may be backordered and cause shipping delays of 2 to 3 business days. For a limited time, there's free shipping on all orders, so definitely get in on this and try it out. I definitely like their hamburger. That's some good stuff. And I also like their huge variety of stuff. I mean, who's ever heard of freeze-dried filet mignon steaks? It's just unheard of. So if you want to treat yourself and have something like that in storage, you can. But they have the regular stuff like meatballs, ham, rice, beef, chicken, everything, fruits and veggies, even desserts. And we're going to try out some of the desserts because I definitely want to stock up on this stuff. So far, I'm really liking the taste. It doesn't taste industrial. It doesn't taste that nasty processed freeze-dried taste. It tastes really, really good. I would put it on par with the taste of Thrive stuff. Thrive has a very natural taste to it. And if we're looking at what's in the burgers, let's see. Yeah, ingredients, beef, ground. That's it. Okay, so definitely some good stuff. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check these guys out. Freeze-Dried Wholesalers, they'll be right down there at the bottom. You can check them out and see what they got, see if there's something you like. Again, there's no crime in mixing up your freeze-dried storage. If you like the desserts from them and the meat from somewhere else, and you can buy sauces and stuff at the store, that's a good combination. So there's no crime in looking around and mixing up. You don't have to be like, I only like this type of food, or I only store this type of food. Get the deals while you can. There are some pretty good deals here, so check them out. And don't forget to check out our other links as well. We have our Amazon store down below. These folks don't sell on Amazon yet, and they probably won't because they're wholesale direct to you. So you get the good prices that way. And I will put their link below. So anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click thumbs up if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the content. It does help us out a whole lot with the metrics and everything. And I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.